Welcome back to Diecast Resurrection. I'm pretty excited about today's video. If you guys haven't noticed by now, I'm pretty into painting diecast cars, and one of the things that would elevate a lot of our projects to the next level is if we could do a little bit of gold leafing on some diecast. So that's what we're going to do today. I've never done it before. This is going to be kind of a practice run. I don't mind doing it on camera because it seems like it's pretty easy and I got a pretty solid plan. We've got a Camaro body. This is going to be our test subject. I plan on doing some race car style gold lettering on the doors here. So I've prepared some decals that we're going to use later. I've got some metal leaf adhesive made by Speedball. Now the reason I got this stuff is it's a soap and water cleanup, and if you listen, it's fairly runny. And what I would like to try to do today is use a stencil. The white part of this stencil is the exact same white part of my decal. So what I can do, or what I'm hoping to do, is stick this on the car, airbrush the adhesive on, let it dry, peel this off, apply our gold leaf brush, hopefully everything goes fine. And then when we apply our nice decal here that's got the bold stroke on it, it should hide any edges we might have, and we should have a beautiful gold leaf livery at the end of this thing. I was thinking maybe we would spray one side with the airbrush and then maybe try brush one side and see if there's a difference. For our gold leafing today, I'm going to be using the imitation stuff just because it was cheap. Look at this. This big stack was about $10 on Amazon. So to get this ready for putting down a little bit of metal leaf adhesive, we're going to give this a little scuffing with some Scotch-Brite. Give our glue something to bite on. There we go, that's all we need. I just took the gloss off that door. I might as well do this side too. So I think we're going to try spraying the glue with the airbrush first, because if we can pull that off, it's going to be awesome. Trying to make sure I don't got a door seam. So if this does work, I'll probably end up buying like a $20 Harbor Freight kind of airbrush. And that'll just be my airbrush for spraying glue. And I don't got to worry about gumming up my nice Iwata. It's nice and tight around this door here. Ooh. It's like vinyl wrap style. Ooh. If I can pull this off and it looks good, oh man, is that going to open up some doors for doing diecast projects? Could you imagine doing like a fire truck with like real gold leafing? That'd be cool, man. I'm going to spray this stuff until I see it starting to look a little bit hazy. It's going to be similar to when I spray the UVLS clear coat. It has the same properties. It goes on milky, dries clear. So let's go try it. I'm excited. Alright, so I got our car back in the stand here. That went perfectly. I will say the airbrush sprayed that glue, no problem. As you can see, it's clear right now. I was able to dry it with the airbrush as if I was using a water-based clear coat or something similar. So I think this is ready for leafing as long as we can get our vinyl off of here cleanly. That's one of the things I've been dealing with lately is vinyl leaving behind glue and other residue on my paint jobs, and it's just because I haven't found the right product yet for doing stenciling like this. So I guess let's peel this off, and if this comes off clean without any glue left behind, I think we're gonna be in business. Oh, this is coming off way nicer than it usually does. I think we're gonna be fine. There's a little bit of like a cheese string action from the glue. So this is looking super promising right now. So we're going to give this a few more minutes, and then we'll try put some of this on. Let me get one of these sheets ready. Let me grab one of these little strips. This is so cool, I gotta say. I picked up some cheap eyeshadow brushes off of the Amazon. These are very, very soft. This is like, feels like the belly of a kitten. Try break away some of this, see how it goes. Let's get some of these big chunks out of the way. I feel like I should get a thumbnail at some point here. One thing I will say is this imitation gold leafing looks to me like it's way more durable than the real deal. I think the real deal, the amount of brushing I've done on there already, I think it would have been clean. You probably get way cleaner edges than using this imitation stuff, because this stuff, I don't know, it's fairly durable. Like, I'm using quite a bit of pressure here. And it's not really coming off that clean, so there we go. So I'm kind of pushing the bristles under the edges, and that seems to help, but I'm no expert. So one thing I'd like to add is I was able to get very, very physical with this without any worry of any of this gold leafing coming off of that glue. It's actually to the point where I can press as hard as I want and really give this a good clean, and it doesn't seem to be in any danger at all, so that's good. So I think next time I got a little bit of extra cash, I'm going to try order a little bit of the real deal, get some of that 24 karat leafing, and I'm going to give that a try, because if that releases from the edges of the glue a little bit cleaner, I think it's going to be worth it, because it's taken me about, I don't know, maybe like 20 minutes or so to get it cleaned up to this point. Like, look at the bottom of this M. It's still not even flat. So I've been having to kind of go through and just give it a little scrape to just give an edge for the bristles to get underneath. So I had to do that. I had to kind of break the surface on the middle of the D. And this S looks like it's closed off still. So I'll just kind of break the surface in there. And then I can get in there with my brush and hopefully clean anything out. So when we go and put our decal on top of there, it's going to give it a little bit of a 3D effect just by the way I designed the decal. Plus it's going to put a nice edge that would normally be hand painted. And normally that's what they would do, is hand paint the edge. We're going to do it with a decal. So I'm going to give this one more once over, make sure that my edges are as clean as I can possibly get them, and then we'll try throw that decal on there, and then I'd like to clear coat the whole thing and kind of show a final result. Got a little bit of water here, so I'm just going to moisten the back of my decal. Give that a second. I'm going to throw a little bit of water down first. Shouldn't be a problem. Dude, this is getting cool. I gotta tell you guys, my mind is just racing right now with possibilities. Cool, so what do you guys think of that? That, I think, looks awesome. I can't wait to clear coat over that and have another look at it, but I'm not done messing around with this stuff yet. I want to keep on playing here. Furnace is coming on. It's minus 39 or something after the wind chill today, and tomorrow's plus 4. So I don't know what's going on there. It's some crazy weather. It's classic Canada. Alright, let's give this another shot. We'll use a brush this time. I'm sure this is going to be no problem. Let's try to lay this kind of level if I can here. You guys can still see that. I have a feeling that airbrushing this stuff is going to be the way to go. Just saying. I think most people that would be doing something like this would already have an airbrush anyways. Another important thing to note would be I used just my regular airbrush cleaner to clean the airbrush after I used this glue, and it seemed to just clean it up no problem. So I think going forward, using an airbrush is going to be the way to go. Probably all the glue we need. I noticed it's a little bit thick there at the bottom of our letters. I think having a buildup along the bottom here of our vinyl, you see how it's extra white? I think that is what's going to give us the cheese string effect as we pull away our vinyl. So I want to try to make sure that is not happening. So I'm going to just dry my brush off. I'm going to try to just wick some of that out of there. This stuff is always tacky, right? It dries tacky on purpose. So I wonder if we would have less cheese strings if I peeled it off now. So I'm going to try right now. Just because we waited last time. Oh, it comes off way cleaner. Okay, so sooner than later. Sweet, so I'm going to give this a good 30 minutes to dry, and then we'll come back and we'll do some more leafing. How exciting. Stick all that on there nicely. Grab our brush, and I think I'm just going to go from the underside this time, and I'm just going to try to peel it off like this if I can. Alright, cool. So that's as good as that's going to get. I got a little teeny bit of gold there above the eye that for some reason I just can't get out of there. So I'm going to just sand it quick. And it's pretty cool. As long as we can get a stencil that's legible, we should be able to do this leafing on 1/64 scale no problem. As long as we get a nice legible stencil and decal. I don't know if anyone's ever put a decal over gold lettering before. I definitely haven't seen this technique done on YouTube. This is kind of just something that normally what I do is I use the stencil, and instead of spraying glue, I just spray a different color, and then I use the decal to do the border, so we can do some cool lettering like that. But I've never seen anyone put a decal over gold leafing, but it turns out it's quite awesome. So I think I'm going to let these dry for a little bit. I might even throw it in the paint oven, try to evaporate some of the water out of these decals and everything. And then I'll throw a little bit of clear coat on the doors here, and we'll have a final look at this stuff. So far so good, man. This is so much fun to do. Hopefully a couple of you guys are inspired and you guys pick up some of this stuff, because this is quite fun. I can't wait to do some more. Gleek, 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 gleek. There's our gold lettering. I think she turned out great. Check it out. Hell yeah, mission accomplished. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I can't wait to play with this gold leafing again. I had so much fun today, and I'm super excited for the future. If we can get this gold leafing process down on 1/64 scale cars, man, the possibilities are endless. I'm going to be making some gassers, and oh, I just can't wait. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy these type of videos, make sure you consider subscribing so you don't miss any of these awesome painting tips. Make sure you leave a like to support the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Look at that thing. Gleek, 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 gleek.